Micah Parsons apologized, and he's going to be a better leader this time, again, in case you were wondering. We're going to get ready for the Washington game. It's going to be so wonderful. Team Tank is in full effect. We could get a new quarterback. Somebody just got released. That's a big story. All that on today's Cowboys all that on today's Cowboys DLLS podcast, which starts meow. Can't tell you guys, it's very unfortunate that the name of our show is the Cowboys DLLS Podcast because it's really hard for me to say. I struggle with it. Any other city in the ALLCITY umbrella? I got you. PHNX, CHGO, PHLY,
DNVR.
DLL.
It's the double L's right
it's the
behind
two
each
L's.
other.
It gets me. It gets me. Daniel Jones got cut.
What?
Giants cut Daniel Jones after they benched him, which is really funny. Because they benched him. I don't know how many. If you guys, we should just do our intros. Hi, my name is Jeff. Next to me is my friend and former Cowboys wide receiver. And by the way, you can now donate to Holly's Helping Hands and help people enjoy Christmas. This is former Cowboys wide receiver Jesse Holly.
Oh, Jesse Holly went 77 yards. It must be a reality show.
If you date a widow, you must first ask what killed the husband.
Fair.
Next
fair,
to Jesse.
Fair.
Just don't. Next to Jesse, the greatest beat writer in the
Just saying.
history of the Cowboys, at least according to me, it is Clarence Hill.
If you want to win, put pop. Chill,
Pop,
chill,
pop.
chill. Uncle Chill's
Pop, pop.
in the house.
It better be funny.
Pop.
I ain't say nothing about funny.
Pop.
Funny.
Everybody chill out. We got a lot of stuff to get to today. Next to him is the second greatest beat writer in the history of the Cowboys, but he's making up ground in a hurry. The great Joe Hoyt.
Thick thighs.
Something, Joe.
So
Thick eyes.
DLLS. Now that the Cowboys are on a 5-game losing streak, should it be DLLS?
I see what you did there.
Cook it, Joe. Cook it.
That could be a headline.
It could be.
That
I'm
could be a
sorry.
headline.
That's
That's
everyone,
good.
I'm sorry.
That's good.
Cook
That's
it.
good. You just can't stop being a writer. I love it. That's awesome.
D, hold these L's, S.
That's
Team Tank.
TC.
LLL.
Tank that
Remember
thing.
that for Monday.
Yeah,
Yes,
running,
that-
DLLLLLS.
Yeah, that's the
Live.
word.
running the
And
show
we should-
for us today is the incredibly talented TC Fleming, and we'd like to welcome him to the mix. Yeah, he's a sweet man. Daniel Jones got cut, which is funny. Yes, it is. It is. Like, he was so bad for so long. They pretended he wasn't, and then they paid him, and he was still bad. And finally, they benched him, and he was like, "Could I just go home?" And they were like, "Absolutely." And so they cut him, and no one's going to claim his contract on waivers. And so, if you wanted to, you could sign Daniel Jones here in a day or two. And on Thanksgiving, do they play the Giants on Thanksgiving?
Yeah,
oh yeah.
Thanksgiving.
You could run out Daniel Jones against.
The
Daniel
It's
Jones
me,
as a Cowboy.
Mario.
Yes, you could absolutely do that if you wanted to, but
gotta be stopped,
I'm
bro.
out on that idea because I think Daniel Jones is better than our current quarterbacks, and we have a goal, and the goal is not to win.
But he doesn't know the offense. You know, it's so important they get practice reps and know the offense.
Whose voice is that?
I don't know.
What impersonation was
I
that?
don't even know. Who is that?
It's so important.
What did you turn into?
Who was
I
that?
don't know.
Is that Aisha?
That was not Aisha.
Oh.
What's the opposite of chill? Angst?
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Anxiety?
I guess.
Is that anxiety?
I'm like Micah. I'm happy. Free.
Just happy to be
I'm
here.
happy.
He covers
Blessed
America.
to be alive.
He's got
Blessed to be
kids.
alive.
It's a chamber of
You love
commerce
your
day
kids.
outside.
You
I
love your
my
kids.
I love
You see that
life.
sun?
I'm rich.
I'm rich.
You know.
Rick in the chat wanted to know if we're going to have an NFL draft social media show or anything like that. If you don't think with the people that we have working here that we're going to be doing draft stuff, shame on you. There's going to be a lot of it. Please like and subscribe while you're here. Before we talk about Micah Parsons and all his words,
Is there any song?
Mm.
Sorry, chat. Sorry.
Mm.
But not sorry.
Mm.
Chat.
You're not sorry to chat. You're sorry to me. You cut me off.
No, I was saying sorry to you, but not sorry.
Okay.
Comma, chat.
Okay.
Like I went here, bam, bam. I went boom.
This is delayed.
Chat. Is there any word that you learned how to spell strictly from a song?
RESPECT.
Independent.
INDEPENDENT.
We were talking about this earlier. I learned how to spell Hawaii from the song. Bananas. All right,
I smell TROUBLE.
Respect. I think, who was it? Was it David Banner or Big Crit that spelled like Mississippi, M-I, crooked letter, I, humpback, I? So
Let me find out. My dad was a big crit guy because that's what he used to tell me to spell.
Everybody
Mississippi.
spells as a kid. They just
So yeah.
co-opted like
So
his name.
put in the chat if there's any words that you learned how to spell strictly off from a song.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's good. We want, because interaction,
engagement.
the like button and being in the chat is good for us because it's good for the algorithm. So yes, what word did
And
you
super
learn to
chats.
spell? Is there any cuss words that you learned to spell from a song?
Yeah. Adidas.
So last night the
What did I
Cowboys.
dream about?
You guys shut up.
All right,
I swear to God.
all right, my bad.
Or else.
My bad.
And that's not a threat.
It better be funny.
The Cowboys got so much help last night. It was so good because some NFL teams are stupid and still play outside. And the Browns beat the Steelers because once you introduce wintry mix and then a blizzard, it doesn't matter if you're good or not. You're just smashing into each other and seeing what happens. And so the Browns beat the Steelers, which means the Browns are now only half a game ahead of the Cowboys in the race for a draft pick. They got a win, which was great. Which leads me to this. Jameis Winston is my favorite player in the NFL. No one is better than Jameis Winston at life.
I agree.
And I would like to propose a new NFL rule. Every standalone game, I think Jameis should be the backup quarterback for both teams. So like Thursday night, Sunday night, Monday night, where he can be at them. Obviously, there's too many noon games, et cetera. But if because when teams lose their quarterback, it stops being fun.
Mm-hmm.
Watching Cooper Rush is not fun.
No.
It's not fun. But wherever Jameis is, when that guy goes down,
That's a great
football
point.
gets more fun. And so I think Jameis should be the backup for everyone. And we can all agree because now it's even. We've all got the same backup. And man, he's having a good time.
But what if both starting quarterbacks in that
He plays for
standalone
both.
He plays for
game-
both.
He plays for both.
He's
He
all-time-
never comes out.
he's
He's
all-time-
integrity.
He's all-time
He's
quarterback.
all-time quarterback.
Backyard football
you know,
style.
is he the right guy for that?
You might be honest.
He would absolutely try his best for both.
He
100%.
absolutely will. He absolutely
And then you
will.
have to interview him at halftime about how it's going for each team.
No, it's and before the game and after the game, he gets the Sermon on the Mount. How can you not love James?
I don't know.
How can you not love
Because
James?
his character seems so fake, and yet it's so genuine.
It's the most genuine
that
thing.
it's so awesome.
Yes, Jordan. Speaking of genuine,
Genuine.
the thing I took from that game, football, in the snow,
It's stupid.
outdoors,
amazing.
in Cleveland.
Amazing.
And those Browns fans showed up for a bad team and a bad ownership that paid Deshaun Watson after all those hookers and
They weren't-
everything else.
they weren't hookers,
Whoever
Clarence.
made them do whatever he did.
He tried to make them hookers.
All that they,
God.
all
Stop
the
telling-
money they spent,
Stop telling your weekend
all
plans.
all that money they
Yeah.
spent. But those Browns fans, those real fans, those diehard fans showed up for their team in a rivalry game.
You know what?
Showed up, showed out. They weren't wimpy. They weren't soft.
You know
They
what?
showed up and they started staying from the beginning.
You know
they
what?
stayed to the end. I talked to some people. They were at the tailgates.
You know
they
what?
were having a good time because they like football.
No.
And they support their team.
You
know
Browns
This is
fan
what
sources?
fans supposed to do is support their team.
Do you know
You
why?
Browns
You
fans
can
fans
showed
complain
up?
about management. You can complain about all that in the off season. We got the off season for that. We can complain during the week. On Sunday, show up and support your team.
What is this shill for Jerry crap?
It's not about Jerry.
Your team sucks.
It's not
Don't show
about
up.
Jerry.
He's carrying
Don't
the
make
water.
it. See, you
Why
guys
you
always
shilling
make
for
this about
Jerry?
Jerry. It's about
carrying the
showing
water.
up
From
and
chill
being
to
a
shill.
freaking fan. Your job is to be a freaking fan. Show up for your team.
How much water are you where are you carrying the water?
See, there you go.
Water.
Let me see your phone. Let me see
Are
how
you
much
kidding?
Jerry texted you yesterday.
What are you doing?
I'm just saying. That's I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed the passion.
That's 'cause they have
what it-
Jameis.
It was great.
It was cool. It was
We have
really
Cooper
cool.
Rush. That's not fun. They have Jameis. That's fun to watch. Ours isn't fun to watch.
No.
Don't let Clarence tell you how to live your life. Look, you're an
Be a
adult.
fan. Your job is to be a damn fan.
If you want to become a Houston fan, do it. Do whatever you want.
Yes, I got a friend of mine who was a lifelong Cowboy. He's in his 50s.
Yeah.
This offseason, I'm going to be a Steeler fan. I'm so mad at the Cowboys.
That's fine.
I said
What's
last
wrong with
night,
that?
how
Do
you
it.
feel, son? How you feel last night?
Do what makes you happy.
How you feel?
8-3.
You were a Cowboy fan.
Feel
His
8-3.
entire life. You grew up in the 70s watching the Cowboys play the Steelers in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't like them no more.
Hollywood and all those guys going against Terry Bradshaw. And now you're a Steeler fan?
If you want to be,
Come on.
I don't.
Don't be that.
who's your other team? You know you got one. Who's your other team?
Texas.
Anybody that the Longhorns play for on.
Baltimore's my secret other team.
Whoa. Why?
Plus wherever Baker goes.
That's fair.
I like Baker.
And Jameis. Every team with Jameis.
Yeah, and wherever Jameis is, he should play for everybody. Why don't the Cowboys bring in Jameis?
Too expensive.
Is he still making good money? Damn.
Yeah.
No, is he making good money?
He's
I like
making,
that Jameis.
He's making more.
I like
than,
that Jameis. Like he threw multiple passes in the snow down the field to people I've never heard of. Jameis calls the play in the huddle, and in his head goes, "Who runs the furthest on this play?" And he's throwing to that dude.
No,
It
did
don't
you,
even matter.
Did you see the 2-point conversion? A play before they knocked his communication thing out. The battery's hanging out, okay? On the 2-point conversion.
don't
It's
care.
in his eye.
He don't
okay? It's come out the
That's so
helmet.
Jameis.
It's in his eye.
He
He
probably
throws
put it
a dart for the 2-point conversion, okay?
When he
Well, he
ran
couldn't
for the
see. He couldn't see at the eye surgery
Do
for
y'all,
the
y'all
years.
see, y'all see his off-season workouts that he does?
Yeah.
He's prepared
They're
for this.
hilarious.
And then you see what
He
he
is
threw? He threw
prepared
an
for
interception
moments
right
like
down and
that.
made that tackle. Like
He's
form tackle.
prepared for moments like Jameis does things in the offseason that you're like, what are you doing? He's like, listen.
He's got people
But-
hitting him with chickens
Yeah,
while
he's
he
like,
does hurdles.
He's like, man, listen, if your battery pack fall out your helmet, and how you gonna go with that? Nobody's more prepared than Jameis
Oh,
for the
Listen,
I had a vision.
Believable stuff that
A
happened.
vision.
Yeah.
The Lord told me.
again, a
Little
2-18,
battery pack.
it was fun football.
It was great
It
football.
was fun football, and I saw somebody on social. I saw somebody, a football writer, I don't remember which one, but he said I will Venmo you $1 to set the Jameis touchdown run to the My Hero by the Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
And somebody slow motioned it. And, yeah, there goes my hero. Oh, it's magical.
Watch him as he.
I need Jameis in my life.
Super chat right there, TC. Pop up that super chat for me, TC. What they got to say right there? What they saying?
Nesto.
Nesto, 302. Pop. Stop it. We've been supporting this team for 30 years. We want change. Exclamation point, exclamation
And
point,
hope.
exclamation
I
point.
want hope and change.
And neither are going to
Have the
happen.
Browns fans ever won a title?
I don't know.
No,
Ever.
but they keep coming back.
Ever since Jim Brown won those NFL champions in the Super Bowl era.
Ain't
have
nothing
they
else to do in
ever-
Cleveland.
Have they ever been to the Super Bowl?
So I'm with you on
They
this.
keep talking about 30 years.
But they
30
lost.
years ain't nothing. 30 years
They
ain't
got 5
nothing.
rings.
You got 5
Come
titles.
on.
The Browns do
You
have a
got 3 in the
championship.
90s. And you talking about 30 years.
Yeah, the Browns got a championship.
No, they got a champion.
Once they
No,
left town,
Super Bowl.
they got one in Baltimore. And that's why they're still showing up.
They're
'cause
not
They're, like,
called the Browns.
they're showing up
They're not called the
because they lost the team before. And they're like, please, God, don't steal our team again. They'll keep showing up because they
So
don't want
half
to lose
in
their
here.
team.
I mean, come on.
We haven't even tapped the potential. Half in here.
Anyway, the Cowboys are going to play the Commanders on Sunday and hopefully get run, as now we can make up some good ground on Cleveland and make our way towards the very top of the NFL draft, and that is the goal.
Does that not scare you a little bit?
What?
That the higher the Cowboys go in the draft order?
No, that makes me so
Why
happy.
would it scare you?
I've been watching the college players. I
Because
like
you
them.
could mess up the pick? Is that what you're thinking? Or
Because now the higher you go, and I get it, the higher you go, the better chance of that player being a actual really good NFL player. But the higher you go with the way this team has been running the last couple of years, there is this anxiety in my gut that goes, they're gonna F this up.
That's why you trade down and you win all the way.
well, you know who
You
the
can
number
trade
one,
right back down to where
You
you
got to
thought
trade
you
down
would be.
so you get more options.
You know who the number one?
That would be my option to trade down.
Because everybody talking about the Herschel Walker trade with the Cowboys in the 70s. They had multiple picks. They missed, and people forget they missed on a lot of guys.
Well, yeah, but they had 100 picks.
Right. So you want options to miss on guys.
Why are you so hyped today?
Half-
Bro, you are.
half-
You
Pinch him.
are.
You should give him a pinching.
You are
Calm
like
him down.
up here.
I'm sorry.
Jesse, do you know who the number one defensive lineman is in the draft right now,
He's
Prof?
from Michigan.
He
I
is.
don't. That's what I'm saying. I'm good.
Hey, he's a stud.
good,
He's
man.
really good,
The
though.
dude who
I'm
plays next
good.
to him is a stud too.
Oh,
You
Michigan
can
takes
take
both
both Michigan D tackles, and your interior D line would be fixed.
Michigan's got a good tight end, too.
The chat would be so mad
It's
though.
Friday energy.
All right.
Friday.
Sorry about Clarence. Not sorry about anything else. Go Jameis. Micah Parsons' apology tour, and he also said some stuff that he's already said before, but this time he means it. Get ready. That's next on the Cowboys DLLS podcast.
Friday.
And like I said before, real thugs get down on the floor, whether that floor is wood, because we are a wood show. We're going to give you that wood.
Yep.
Whether it's vinyl, whether it's laminate, whether it's carpet,
Hood.
whether it's whatever it is you need, the good people at Empire Today got you down. Not only do they got you down, because they're going to give you the good stuff. They're not going to give you that cheap stuff. They're going to give you what it is worth. They're going to take that out. You don't even have it as an option. The cheap stuff, go somewhere else. We don't play that around at DLLS, and we darn sure don't play around about it at EmpireToday.com. They're going to give you $350 off. They're going to have people who are set, fit, and ready to go to get you your new flooring. Holidays are right around the corner. Thanksgiving, folks is coming over. They can get it done by Thanksgiving. I don't know. I just made that up. But for sure they can get it done by Christmas.
I don't know.
Go to EmpireToday.com. Use our promo code DLLS. Get $350 off. Get your new flooring, your new carpet, whatever it is. Get your floor looking good.
Also want to shout out to our friends at Sleeper. It is the best fantasy league platform out there, but also it's the place to make your picks these days. For instance, last weekend, see here, I was hating on Jalen Hurts. I said he would throw less than 1.5 touchdown passes. I was right. I said that Jaden Daniels would throw for less than 223.5 passing yards. I was right. And I said Zach Ertz would catch more than 3.5 passes. I was right, which means I won 4.74 times my money just picking those three. You can pick up to 10 and get up to 100 times your money when it comes to Sleeper. So all you're doing is picking. Do I think that all these different guys in whatever sport you keep up with every day, you can do this every day. I do it pretty much every day. I do it probably way too much, but don't you worry about that. And it's great. It's a great time. I love having a little extra interest in different games. If I'm going to the Mavs game, you better believe, bang, Luka, bang, PJ Washington, all those. You make those picks, you have yourself a good time. Sleeper app, use the code. Ours is DLLS Boys, and that will get you squared away. And you can see the offer right there in the corner with our friends at Sleeper. You saw it before, and you could go backwards and see it again. Clarence, what was Mike up to? What was Mike up to yesterday?
You know, it's interesting.
I heard he wasn't talking to the media anymore.
Micah hadn't talked to the media since those famous words after the Eagles game when he basically
He said, "I hate Coach McCarthy."
said McCarthy didn't
Work hard.
And didn't have the sweat equity. It was Zach Martin, and he got reamed from coast to coast. And he blamed the local media, blamed the media, and wasn't talking to the media. And I'll do the fine. I can do the fine. You know, and the fine is $25,000.
Yeah, David Michael Gallup said, hey, you haven't got your life-changing contract just yet, my boy.
Fine.
You ain't got $25K to keep just giving away.
Yeah,
He tweeted at me the other day that he was going to do the Marshawn Lynch. But as I told guys, he's not Marshawn Lynch. He ain't built like that. Micah likes to talk. The reason he got in trouble is because he likes to talk. And he did, you know, he talked. He finally talked yesterday, Thursday, talked to the media and offered a mea culpa.
A what?
Mea culpa. He admitted that he was wrong.
It's a real thing.
It's a real
Is he
thing.
pronouncing it right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in the ballpark.
Yeah. Mea culpa.
Yeah, he's close.
I mean, you trust Joe?
Mea culpa.
Yeah, that's right.
Pronounce it, Joe.
Culpa.
I
Mea
just-
culpa.
That's what I said.
Culpa.
What'd you say? Say it again.
Oh my God,
Say it
y'all.
again.
Anyway,
He offered a what?
Mea
Let him
culpa.
finish.
That's what he said. That's what I said.
Were you? Ain't you from?
He said it right. Can't tell him he said it right.
Were you from Schulenburg?
Nah,
Sir,
this-
Jersey, just because you didn't know the word, don't do that.
I know the
Just
word.
'cause
I didn't know your
just-
pronunciation
Just
of the word.
because you took the no-show class in North Carolina.
Cat, that's way too much. Cat,
Don't
take
do
a
that.
few ha-has out of that laugh, Cat. Just way too many.
Okay, don't-
That's way
don't-
too many LOLs over there.
Hey, listen.
That's way
So,
too many LOLs.
The bottom
over
line
there.
is, don't do me. Don't do me. Okay, don't do me.
Shout out to
Anyway,
the North Carolina FA classes.
getting back to
Sport
Mike,
athlete, you didn't go to
though.
no class.
Immediately after he made those unfortunate words, I didn't say nothing wrong. Y'all misquoting me and y'all are twisting my words. Yesterday, He said he could have elaborated more.
Okay, so I did say the word.
I could have. I didn't. I was mad. I was rushing. I was trying to get a locker room, and I should have elaborated more into my point of Zach Martin. I'm always about the players. And in his apologies said it was really about, I was thinking about right here and what the guys do here. And I wasn't really thinking about Mike's whole career, you know. So you're saying Mike don't work hard here?
Okay.
And that's why, and literally that's why they need not say nothing. Just
so the time he been here, he ain't worked hard. But
just say what you mean to say and don't say the other stuff.
You know, so
he needs to learn this periods. Like this, you could just put a period and stuff and just let the rest of it not come out.
But to me, the bigger thing is, yes, he acknowledged he was wrong and it was wrong. But he also elaborated about leadership. And he said that Zimmer's challenged him to be a better. He wouldn't tell us what Zimmer said and what Zimmer didn't like, but he said he challenged him to be a better leader. He said, hey, Zimmer thinks I can be a great player and I need to do these things. And I don't like when coaches are mad at me, and I don't want to make coaches mad. I want to make coaches happy, and I'm going to try to do what he wants me to do. I'm not going to stop doing the podcast because LeBron doesn't, you know, LeBron quit social media. He was asked about quitting social media like LeBron and said, LeBron been on social media for 20 years and won titles on social media. He just quit today. I've been only doing it 3 years. And he talked about Trey Young and all in basketball player for P.
For P?
Paul George,
excuse me. Playoff P. I was thinking playoff P.
The basketball player for P.
Playoff P.
I know what he was saying.
P. He was talking. He DM'd me. Man, Paul George is still on social media, and all these other y'all are worried about me on social media.
You're worried about us being worried about you.
And I hit him back. He had to respond. I'm just glad you wasn't making a music video with Trayvon and CD. Because you know how that would have blown up if Micah would have been in that music video.
It doesn't matter. The players just ignore everybody.
I understand
because going to the club is not okay. Doing a podcast is not okay. It wasn't okay when Dak proposed to his fiance. It wasn't okay when Dak was remodeling his home. Like nothing's okay.
I understand that. But if Micah would have been in that video.
As my queen once said, the hater's going to hate. And I'm just going to shake.
Oh
Get him out of here.
Shake it off.
I don't know what queen said.
I know which one it is.
I'm talking about, okay.
That was Tay-Tay.
Listen. Anyway, he wants to be a better leader. Zimmer's challenging him to be a better leader. We're not going to get off the podcast.
What you got, Jesse?
I got nothing.
You want me to do it?
Aisha, what you got?
Huh? Hi, I'm Aisha.
Oh, Aisha wasn't in the first segment. Can we hit the Aisha?
Yeah.
To us.
Thank you all for being here. We appreciate you. My thought is at this point, and I think I said it a couple weeks ago, like you said, Jeff, it kind of doesn't matter what you say. Like, you could literally be like, I like red fire trucks, and somebody's going to be like, well, I like yellow ones. And
I don't know why they decided red had to be the color of fire trucks. Red is that's the color of anger.
So what about the dogs? They have color blindness. Like, it's people would snap. So I think in this situation, there's not really anything right they can say. I'll appreciate him taking ownership over it, but to pivot to the leadership part of things, we were talking about it before. Like, I think that we have kind of put leadership in a vacuum and what it's supposed to look like and what it's supposed to feel like and stuff. But some guys just do lead with their play, like we talked about before. Like, some guys just do lead in different ways. Like, we've seen guys not be that boisterous, outwardly spoken person, but people still respect them in the locker room. So for me, I'm not sure if he's trying to fit the mold of what he thinks a leader looks like, but you can lead in various different ways and still be respected as a player. So I hope he finds that, because this seems a little mentally exhausting to be trying to fit
he pretended he didn't have it.
into something. I hope that he figures out what a leader looks like for him.
He pretended he didn't want to, but he wanted to. Go ahead.
I know he has
Go
something
ahead,
to say.
Jesse.
Micah.
Oh, my goodness.
You don't have to be a leader. You don't have to pretend to be a leader. Nowhere in the job description of being in the National Football League or being a good player in the National Football League requires you to be a leader. Now, the reason why we continue to get on your back about this leadership thing, because for some weird reason, you keep talking about wanting to be a leader. And then you keep failing at it miserably. You don't have to be a leader. You're a damn good football player. You're an amazing football player. And that's fine. But stop. Please, I beg you. You don't have to be a leader. You don't have to try to be a leader. You don't have to say things that sound like a leader. You don't have to put on the shoes of leader. You don't have to do anything of the leadership variety. Just be good at football. Just be an excellent football player. Because when you say things like, yeah, Zim challenged me to be a better leader, and I won't say the things that he challenged me about, but I'm going to be a better leader. We don't forget that 5 months ago, you talked about being a better leader. This was after you didn't show up to OTAs. And then you came back and talked about, I'm going to be a better leader. And you said the same thing after the Green Bay game. You talked about being a better leader. Now, whether you want to be a leader or not, stop saying it. Like, you know how people say, oh, I'm leaving social. You ain't got to announce it. You don't have to announce it. Just do it. Or just be a damn good football player. And you've done a fine job at that. I'm not going to ever take that away from you. You are one of the best football players in the world. And that says something. Stop. Please. You do not have to be a leader. You do not have to talk about leadership. That's for someone else. Everything ain't for everybody. Guess what? There are some folks on your football team who are damn good leaders, but they ain't Micah Parsons as a football player. And that's okay too. But let them do the leading. Let them be the ones that take the mantle and hold the fire of being a leader. You just go out there and you create havoc on the football field like nobody's business. You go out there and you be the goddamn next Lawrence Taylor. You go out there and you give quarterback nightmares. You give defensive coordinators trouble sleeping at night. You do not have to be a leader. Don't talk about it anymore. Because at this point in time, we hear it every single year from you. I just want you to be the best damn football player you can possibly be. You don't have to be a leader. That is not the requirement. That is not in your job description. You don't have, that is not going to be written into your contract when you get the richest contract on the defensive side of the ball in NFL history. Just go be a damn good football player.
Thank you,
You are
Jesse.
kind of black.
What?
You're kind of black.
I told you he knows
Because you've been to
He
those,
knows stuff.
I told you I'm a black
you've been
man.
to spoken word.
I'm a black man, but I'm
spoken
also.
word. Huh? You know what to do. You're supposed to do that. You got. I got you.
I'm a black man.
I see.
He's very
I'm
cultured.
also a wealthy white housewife.
I
You
got
cannot be
I got
both.
I would listen.
I'm both.
Listen, great rant, great rant.
Man.
The great rant. But
Oh, God.
Oh God, he just couldn't
What?
let you have it.
no, he's right.
Yeah, but
The problem is no one will leave him alone about leadership.
Because he keeps talking about it.
No, not because it's like the Kevin Durant.
If-
No one will. When you're a great
Charles
player,
Barkley said, I am not a role model.
I understand
that's
that, but he was
but
wrong.
Charles said, I'm
But
not
he
a
was
role
wrong.
model.
He
I'm
was
not.
wrong.
Charles
But
Barkley
he's
said,
wrong.
if your kids,
But he's
if your
wrong.
kids is following me,
He's
then that's
wrong.
your fault, Dad.
Listen,
Your kids
And
should follow you. Charles said, don't follow me.
Listen,
I'm a hoop.
Listen,
And if somebody
he's
act up in the
wrong.
restaurant, I'm going to throw him out I'm going to throw him through the window.
No, I agree.
He's
I
wrong, though.
I do agree that
We've been listening
it
to Charles
feels like-
Barkley 30 years. He's wrong.
I do agree. I
True
feel like
Rose.
it is something that is being
Thrust upon him.
pushed upon him in a sense,
Yes.
and that's why he is responding this
Yes.
way.
What's been pushed
The
upon him?
Cowboys are pushing it on
Is
him.
that
Coaches
he's-
are pushing it on. Fans are pushing it on him. Just like
That
when
don't mean you
Trayvon-
have to be it.
It doesn't matter. He has to answer it because people are thrusting it upon him.
Just because someone says you have to be something doesn't mean that's who you have to be.
Well, he's a pleaser as well.
Well,
Most of them, he talked about wanting to please his coaches. He's a
that's
pleaser.
Not what you have to do.
That's fine.
So you saying that someone pushed this upon him?
But I think he's just
hey, guess what?
acknowledging
When
the
I was a
pressure.
young kid, I lived in Elizabeth, New Jersey. I lived right across the street from Jefferson Park. Drug addicts all through there, drug dealers all through. It's the same. No. And people said, yo, sell this pack, hold this pack.
Not the same.
That's
not a good thing. Leadership is a good thing.
Nah, I'm good. Nah, I don't want to drink. Nah, I don't want to. Just because something is pushed upon you and thrust upon you.
Those are bad things.
But
that's the lowest common denominator. Leadership is a good thing.
You don't have to be what people expect you to be.
But I think that Clarence is just acknowledging that we can say that you're
All
right.
day.
You don't have to concede to people's expectations of you, but they do play a role. They can play a role in your decision making and stuff like that. I think we're just acknowledging it, not so much saying it's right, but more so saying that it happens.
Cool.
Ooh, y'all fighting.
I had a good time.
There you go.
I had a great time.
Y'all fighting today.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like if, because he's not alone in this town. I'll do this real quickly. Like the other guy I think of who's absolutely incredible that plays in this Metroplex and just doesn't have leadership qualities is Luka.
Yes.
He has no leadership qualities.
Just hoop, bro.
And I don't think I hear him talk about leading. Like he just cries and does the things that he does. And I don't know, whatever. Because it's just, to me, it's just annoying when Micah keeps talking about something that you're like, you don't have those qualities. Just stop. You don't have to tell us that Mike wants you to do it. Just go play.
Yeah.
Just go play.
Just go be
You
good.
and CD and anybody else who doesn't have leadership qualities but are great at football, show up and be great at football. We'll enjoy it.
Just go hoop.
Okay.
Ball
okay.
up top.
Okay.
Just
okay.
go hoop.
Yeah, just go play.
Coming up next on the Cowboys DLLS Podcast, Cowboys win because Cowboys lose because we want yours in the chat. Cowboys and Washington. How can they win this game? We want to hear from you. That is next.
Okay. If you want to go to a game and you want to save a little bit of cash, download the app. Game Time app. No, well, that's
Not time?
Not yet.
All right.
Not yet. Don't jump off sides,
Not
James.
time.
Such a child.
Jameis.
You download the app, you use this code DLLS, and you get $20 off your first purchase. The Cowboys game is Sunday. They got one on Thanksgiving.
Tickets are affordable.
They are affordable. They're very affordable. They're almost as much as the money that you'll save if you
Almost a free ticket.
Almost a free ticket.
Damn near.
Almost damn near a free ticket. The Mavericks, it doesn't matter, wherever you're watching this from, Game Time goes all sports, all counties, all cities, all states. Download the app, Game Time app. Use our promo code DLLS, get $20 off your first purchase. You see where you're sitting at. The price is what you see, is what you pay. It's not all the other fluff stuff. What time is it?
Game time.
Game time.
Game time.
Ooh.
I had to calm myself down.
Shout out to our newest partner here, Saturday Neon, which is 2 words. That's the name of a company. It's also descriptive of what the product is. Saturday Neon, Saturday college football. Started by 2 college buddies, Saturday Neon, what they do is they make officially licensed collegiate logo LED neon signs that are perfect for your home, office, dorm room, fan cave, or bar. Check out their new Essentials collection featuring almost 50 of the biggest schools across the country and counting for only $75. They got Texas, they got A&M, they got Tech, they got Oklahoma, they got Oklahoma State. Unlike traditional neon, these LED signs won't break or shatter, but they still give you that classic uniform glow that you know and love. The LEDs last up to 100,000 hours. So you'll enjoy your sign for years to come. Easy to install, low voltage, perfect gift for this upcoming holiday season. Head over to our friends at SaturdayNeon.com. Use the code DLLS, and that will get you 10% off of your favorite sign.
They're kind of dope. We just took a
Yeah,
glance
they got
out.
an Oregon one. So it's not just, Texas. They got some stuff.
He wasn't in that meeting.
He wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
Okay.
Oh.
So we're going to be on TV.
No, I got no.
They're going to
no,
be playing
I-
different
no.
commercials than
No.
us.
Yeah,
so
no.
if we come out of the break talking
Yeah.
about the last commercial we did, they weren't
Oh.
watching that commercial. They were watching something for an Acura.
My
And they're like,
bad.
what is Joe talking about?
My bad.
Should we get you a flag just to
It's
throw a
me
little
too.
flag?
I was actually there. I'm slipping.
You know?
Can I actually talk about something from last segment then?
Yeah, I got to find where I threw Dion.
Yeah, Dion
Down
flew.
here somewhere.
He right by
To
Jesse's
Jesse's
leg.
point-
He's under.
To Jesse's point,
Yeah.
Mike was asked about like how he's getting better.
Yeah.
And the first thing he says, man, I get to practice with this group of guys and I'm learning how to lead differently.
Hell yeah.
And he goes on to talk
Perfect.
about leading.
Perfect.
So to your point,
Okay.
he's talking about it, inviting questions about it. So that's why we keep talking about it.
Like check this guy out, right? Like now you might call him a leader as a head coach and stuff.
Yeah,
As a
literal.
player, he wasn't a leader. Go lock that dude, the best dude on the other team. Lock that MFer up and lead us that way.
Leaders just lead, bro.
Just go play.
Leaders just lead. Like, you don't have to announce leadership. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
I actually have an announcement.
a shepherd.
Are you trying to lead?
Listen, a shepherd that has a flock of sheep.
Yes.
He don't have to keep telling everybody I'm a shepherd.
Yeah.
If you just look at what he's doing, you will know exactly what he is. He got his staff, and he got 100 goddamn sheep behind him. If you don't have to tell him what. You don't have to keep announcing, I'm a shepherd. 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 You don't have to do that.
That'd be pretty funny.
That's the voice that you think.
I'm a shepherd. I'm a shepherd. I'm a shepherd. I'm a shepherd. I'm a sheep. I'm a sheep. I'm a sheep. I'm a sheep. You don't have to do that.
Oh my God.
Just lead.
Y'all are crazy.
And they will follow.
I'd like to announce that our boss is really letting me know that I need to step into a leadership role.
Oh.
And I've been doing that. I've been working on that. And I just want you guys to know I'm leading.
You let him just shepherd dance.
Yeah. I led you to the shepherd dance. without my leadership.
We never did that.
After you get to the shepherd dance.
That never happened.
We just let Joe. We let Joe know, hey, listen, we'll come out of this break, be better.
But leadership, I recognized it.
My leadership?
Your leadership.
No, I don't recognize you. I recognize that I messed up. Respect my authority.
Cowboys win because Cowboys lose because. Do you guys have a way that the Cowboys could win this game? Because it's going to be tough. But we'll try to draw it up for you, okay? Aisha, you want to kick us off?
With Cowboys win because Cowboys lose because?
Uh-huh.
Yes. Cowboys win
Defying gravity. That was a good little wicked.
My bad, yeah. I would say Cowboys win because Cowboys win because they find a way to. I cannot believe I'm saying this. To run the ball on this Washington defense that is very similar to your defense last year, where they like to get up the field, they like to rush the passer, but the run defense is not as strong. You can take advantage of them in certain areas. That's all I got, because Cooper Rush passing the ball 50 million times is probably not a good idea. Cowboys lose because
Brian
Robinson?
I literally wrote
150.
I wrote it down.
Cowboys lose because this Washington defensive line, without a Tyler Smith, possibly, we don't have an update yet, and guys being hobbled on your offensive line, just go to town, man. Deron Payne, Dorrance Armstrong, Newton, Dante Fowler, Luvu. I mean, they have guys that can give it to you, very similar to your defense another year, that can pass rush from different areas and can get pressure on the quarterback efficiently. They also will blitz up the middle, and I'm terrified of that without a Tyler Smith. He is your best offensive lineman. The possibility of not having him is kind of terrifying going up against this defensive line, and that's what I got.
What did they say about Zach?
He's just doing that thing where he's not practicing, but he plays.
Is he going to play? You don't have to do that, Zach.
I'm scared. But okay.
My man is hurt. Jake ain't playing. You don't got to play.
I know it's not my turn. But if indeed Tyler Smith is not playing, and if Zach Martin maybe have some things going on, Cooper Rush is it's scary times for him because he's not mobile.
Get Trey back there. Let him run around.
Right into my
Get your timeline is on schedule.
Okay, cool.
My timeline is right on
But
schedule.
you didn't,
right on time.
but you didn't
on
see
schedule.
something coming with your timeline.
But against
you didn't
this
see the Daniel
defensive
Jones
line-
release coming.
We're not signing Daniel Jones. He's
I don't-
better than our
yeah.
quarterbacks. We are not trying to win. We cannot sign Daniel Jones.
Okay, but yeah, that's my Cowboys win because Cowboys lose because. What
All
you
right.
got?
Any, meeny, miny, y'all want to rock, paper, scissors? You two? 1, 2, 3, shoot?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, shoot. That was a sideways paper versus an up and down paper and a sideways paper. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, country boy, you don't know how to play rock, paper, scissors.
Oh my God.
Cowboys win because
Rochambeau.
Cowboys win because of the guy that I just talked about. And I'm not being facetious. Micah Parsons goes out there and he is the best damn football player on the field. Their left tackle is a little bit sus. He is very, very, very sus in what he might be able to do. I think Micah Parsons going out there and giving Jaden Daniels fits would be the perfect storm, because you're going to have to produce some points. And the way that you do that is Micah's off the edge, strip sack fumble, someone else with skill, because we've seen what the ball happens when you get the offensive defensive lineman's hands. Let like he creates the fumble, and then like
Cooper
Jordan
Beebe.
Lewis picks it up and runs it back for a touchdown. Trayvon Diggs, if Deron Bland, something of those type of sorts. The Cowboys win if Micah Parsons goes absolutely ape crap all over this Washington offense, and he kind of sticks it to his boy, the guy that got him tickets to this game,
Dan Quinn.
that he talks to every single week or every other week or two. Dan Quinn.
The guy that he
The
actually.
Cowboys lose because
Cowboys, you want to hold that up?
There you go.
Cowboys
Oh,
lose because.
my God.
Let me see right.
Yeah, Brian Robinson.
Okay, so this is half of this is half two shot TC.
Yeah, gets
My
a
boy, there we
two-shot.
go.
There we go. Brian Robinson and Austin Eckler run
For 250 yards and 3 touchdowns. But here's one that I watched in that game. The Cowboys lose if Austin Eckler goes off in the receiving game.
Talk about it.
That's what I meant to say. Go for and
Talk about it.
Holy moly, guacamole!
Him and Luke McCaffrey. Yeah.
Like they are going to. We struggle sometimes with misdirections and things of that nature. So guys like Maris, like Overshown, like Kendricks, you guys are going to have to be on your P's and Q's, because that joker leak out the backfield. He in the flats. They run him on different routes. They do different things, misdirection. He'll come in. He'll start one way, come through the line, come out the other way. Austin Eckler will kill you in the underneath passing game. He's elusive when he gets the ball in his hands, and he could easily have 6 receptions for like 80 yards and a touchdown. So there's my Cowboys win if Cowboys lose it.
That would be good if he could get all those things. Kerry Matthews, Freak Jesus, is in the super chat. Got my Cowboy socks on, but they lose 38-13, unfortunately. We just can't do it this year.
Dang.
No defense, no offense, just nothing. Joe?
It's my fro.
Yeah, I'm
Fine,
gonna.
Mo.
Cowboys will win if they can actually generate turnovers and they win the turnover battle. I know it's a very basic thing to say, but if they can win the turnover battle, because the thing about this Commanders team, they actually, we talk about Dan Quinn, always getting takeaways. They actually don't get a ton of takeaways on this Commanders defense. The Cowboys surely don't either, but they are expected to get Deron Bland back. And I think if Micah Parsons goes off, to your point, generates some pressure, puts Jaden Daniels in some precarious positions, maybe they'll actually get some turnovers. And the Cowboys lose if Brian
Robinson
and
and
Austin
Austin
Eckler
rush
run
for
for
250 yards and 3 touchdowns.
And one more thing, if Joe Witt gets a revenge game, though, and gets really aggressive, and they get after Cooper Rush all game, and then Cowboys have turnovers.
They are blitzing at a pretty high clip.
Joe Witt is going to be, you said it earlier, but I've been saying like all week, Joe Witt's going to be that guy from Remember the Titans.
Well, people don't know. Joe's about that action.
Blitz all night.
He was like, if they get another
I
yard,
want them to gain another yard.
That's his
they
energy.
will remember
Forever.
the night
They played the Titans.
We might
night
get
they
to
played
see
Joe Witt.
Bland and Diggs finally line
and
up
J.
across
Lou,
each
yeah.
other. Wow.
Maybe.
I know
Your agenda.
Jerry,
Your
of course,
agenda.
did the radio and said that, Bland's going to play. And then Bland the very next day
Was
was
like,
like, I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
it would be on point if Jones
know
said
yet.
that he's going to play, and
then
then
he
he didn't play.
That's funny.
I have Cowboys win because the offense does something. Like, I'm poking them with the little stick. If the offense helps.
Do something.
Yeah. Yeah, you just poke them with a stick and say, do something. Like, the Washington defense, we can talk about Dan Quinn and Joe Witt, and, like, their defense isn't very good.
No.
Their offense is. So if you could just do something. Cooper Rush, and get Rico Dowdle going. Don't, just because you're literally down by 7 points, assume that this means we can't run the ball the rest of the night.
They pivot so fast with that.
And I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like they were running it well. But I think you got to keep knocking on that door,
Yes,
because
keep them
leaning
honest.
too far into Cooper Rush is going to get us home is going to get everybody killed.
You feel me knocking? Well, let me in.
Yeah, so let Rico in. Let Rico get the ball. See if you can use that to open up the play action. Now maybe you can make a big play like you did with Turpin. Like Turpin got a 70-yard touchdown literally just running a slant. Because they didn't care about you throwing the football.
It
was a good slant.
Yeah,
It was
and
a nice
It was
slant.
a T-Say slant.
It was a nice slant.
Only the
And-
second
and
slant
some
is
of the-
Most slants get you tackled after 9 yards by the safety.
Yeah.
So
we
they
gotta
weren't
ta-
caring
take-
about you passing the ball.
Not the Turpin, they weren't. They were like, oh, where's CD? We're going
Yeah,
with
not
that
the
one.
And their secondary can be McCooked.
Oh.
Yeah, so the Cowboys win because the offense gets poked with a stick and does something.
Okay.
And then the defense could be competitive, like not Micah competitive, where he's like, I think we're great. Because after we gave up the first 2 touchdowns, and outside of that and the second half of the game, there was like a quarter and a quarter in there where we were kind of competitive, and I thought we were a damn good team. But maybe you would have a chance if your offense wasn't just constantly giving the ball back to the other team. So that's how the Cowboys win. Cooper Rush actually does something, and they hand the ball to Rico Dowdle a bunch, and that works out for him. Cowboys lose because Brian Robinson and Austin Eckler run for 250 yards and 3 touchdowns. And I think that's pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
I think we should probably throw Jaden in there with the running.
Yeah, that's probably true.
They have seen a significant drop in their point totals, only scoring about 18 points the last couple games.
I know the remedy for that.
I think that has something to do with his ribs and some of the stuff he's dealing with. He's not as mobile as he was to start the year. He's not as good on the run as he was to start the year. So that's something to take a look at.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels realizing they hit hard in this league.
Yeah, he's not trying to get.
They hit hard. This ain't college. They hit hard.
Yeah, this is another game where there are things about the matchup that you could point to, plus with the guys that you're getting back, and you could drop away for the Cowboys to win it. The problem is then you go, but Cooper Rush. And that is why I'm secure in the fact that we can get this L and keep moving up this draft board. Okay, that's your Cowboys win because Cowboys lose because we got picks and predictions and everything else that we've got to sneak in here on a Friday show on the Cowboys DLLS Podcast. All those things are next. And we appreciate everybody who watches the show. If you watch the show, if you're hitting the like button, if you're leaving comments, if you're subscribed to the channel, that helps us grow, and we're very appreciative. If you want to step your game up and become a diehard, ALLDLLS.com is where you go to sign up to be a diehard, and that helps us the most. It gets you hooked up. It gets you hooked up with all sorts of things. You can see we all got some of our shirts on today. We got some of the merch on. And if you sign up to be a diehard, you get one of those T-shirts for free. You also get discounts on other merch, get discounts on the events that we got coming up. You get access to our premium written content. It's a one-stop shop for DFW sports fans. If you want behind the scenes and you want premium content for every single pro team with other ones still in the works, well, sign up to be a diehard at alldlls.com, and they'll get you squared away.
And you can raw dog if you want to under your shirt. You can do whatever you want under your shirt once you get it.
Yes, like if it's on our show, I'll judge you. But if you're just out in public, you can raw dog under a hoodie. You can do whatever you want. What? It's weird, but you can do it.
Super weird.
But you can do it.
We want you guys to buy a shirt.
But we want you to be empowered to do whatever you want. When you sign up to be a diehard, you also get your carrying card. Diehard carrying card.
Talk very important about those.
And you get access to the Discord lounge where we're all hanging out, just fellow psychos like you that are DFW sports fans. And that's what you get when you sign up to be a diehard. Okay, rock and roll. Party on. Woo woo. Cowboys, Washington. It's a noon game, right? On Sunday? It's a noon game?
Yeah. Yep. Noon game.
What is Katia yelling at Clarence about? Oh. Oh, I swear to...
I was sending a text.
How is that the good answer?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Is it something that could have been done right after the show, or but just
we
because
had just talked about it,
or the last 15 minutes that you?
But because it serves our show or you in some way, he pretends that doing it during the show is okay. I see what's happening here. Yeah, that's fine. You couldn't. Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
I thought we were still in the commercial. You know, I was talking, but hey, how are you guys doing?
That's fine. Look, I'll be the professional. You know,
lead us, bro.
This is a reflection on my attitude. Reflect leadership, Captain. So that's on me.
Let's go, Caucasian
That's my
Captain.
bad. That's my bad.
Everybody don't have to be a leader. Everybody don't have to be a leader. If you're not a leader, you're not a
But
leader.
he's trying to
But
be.
here's
So
the
you gotta
thing.
go.
I am.
He is.
I am. It's been put on me by Coach. Coach Ben wants me to be a leader.
Yeah.
Are you a shepherd?
Coach, I forgot how the song goes.
I am a shepherd. I am a shepherd. I am a shepherd.
And you wonder why I was on the phone.
When you do the I am a shepherd dance, the rest of us have to go bah, bah.
I am a shepherd. I am a shepherd. Two-handed shepherd.
I'm not following that. Drop me off. I'm the one sheep that got away. If you two-handed shepherdship, I'm the sheep that got away.
Picks and predictions. We do have different things. These numbers that we get, by the way, are from our friends at Sleeper, where you can sign up, get that Sleeper app. And all you got to do is say, are people going to get more or less than their projected stats that week, that game, whatever, and go ahead and get up in the mix, get you some money. So last week, we all, I think, missed on our Cooper Rush number because the number was like 180-something yards.
I didn't
and
miss.
I remember Jesse being like, wait, 180 something, not 80 something, because he had like 50 yards a week before. But now he's a 350 yard kind of guy. Cooper Rush is. And now the number is just 210.5. Will Cooper Rush throw for more or less than 210.5? I'll say he throws for less than 210.5. I do think that they will not. Like, even if they're down 7 or 10, they won't just be like, go, Coop, go. They'll actually try to keep playing football. And so I don't think it'll get – now, they are going to get blown out. So there will be a time where he'll throw a lot less.
He's only going to play half of football. Okay?
Uh-oh.
I'm just telling y'all.
They're going to sign Daniel Jones that early?
No, they're not signing Daniel Jones. I mean, if they did, he is closer in the tri-state area to D.C., so it's like a quick 3-hour, 4-hour drive. But – he's only going to play a half of football, guys. Okay? I told you my timeline. This is the game where at halftime or somewhere in the third quarter, you see the entry of Trey Lance.
Oh, yeah.
And they get him all geared up and ready to go for they get geared up and ready to go for Thanksgiving showdown. So
yeah.
I'm going to say less than 210 because he's going to get sacked like 6 times in the first half too.
And he'll throw for like 86 yards in the half, and then he'll be on the bench.
Boom.
And then Trey Lance will throw for 400.
Or
big dub.
Not.
Trey Lance.
Yeah. So I'm going to go less.
Joe?
I am going to go with more because I don't think that they're going to deviate. You mentioned earlier, like, hey, run the ball and don't deviate from when you're down 7-0. I think that's what they're going to keep doing is they're going to go back to the pass.
In a while, they just don't learn lessons.
That's what I'm saying.
Cowboys just don't learn lessons.
That's what I'm saying. So I think that they will Cooper Rush more than 210. No Marshawn Lattimore. We'll see.
More. Secondary of Washington is kind of suspect. I think there could be some plays can be made downfield. And I do want to make an addendum to our bet about.
What bet? You owe him a sandwich.
We doubled or nothing yesterday.
You owe him a snack.
We doubled or nothing.
2 sandwiches?
That he said that Trey Lance would start on Thanksgiving. I said no. If Cooper Rush gets knocked out, that ain't got nothing to do with the bet. No. They got nothing to do with the bet. If he gets knocked out the game, if he gets ragdolled.
When was this bet made?
Yesterday.
If he gets ragdolled,
24 hours past now.
If he gets ragdolled and he's out with a concussion, that's not. It was supposed to be organic changing of the guard, not because of injuries.
Nope.
I reject your addendum.
Objective third party. No.
I reject your addendum.
Nope.
Clarence, could you turn the microphone towards your mouth, please, when you're doing the show?
I was up.
This is not towards your mouth. This is off center.
You know, sometimes for whatever reason, I think because I talk loud, it's gonna get it, even if it's under my chin.
No,
it's not gonna matter.
No,
that goes no.
Get up in there.
Put your mouth on it.
Yep, directly on it.
See,
Rico Dowdle rushing yards 49.5. What happened?
It better be funny.
I missed something funny?
The starting running back of an NFL football team, and we're talking about 49.
It's been 40 every week.
I know. It's just funny. That is funny.
That gets you to like 850 over the course of the season.
It's been funny.
It's funny.
Clearly, it was funny the first week.
Rico Dowdle will have more than 49.5. He will have more than 59.5. He might have more than 69.5. Rico Dowdle is who your boy is going to get down on some sleeper action right now. Because surely, I know they don't ever learn, but you got to at some point.
No.
If Rico Dowdle doesn't have more than 15 carries, what are we even trying to do?
Yeah.
We're in a week. He's twice.
What are we trying to do, though?
Twice he's only had more.
But now we've announced, we're just kidding. Zeke's awful. I know that we still had real wild-ass fans and Jerry pretending for a while, but, we're over it. We're done with that idea. It was stupid. Rico's our only NFL running back. So we're going to give him the ball. Rico will carry the ball 15 times. 15 will get him 15, 30, 45, 60, 65 yards, over 49, more than 49.5.
Less.
Jerk. Yeah, hater.
I'm going with less too because of the same philosophy. I think that they skirt so fast from complimentary football to let's just pass because we're down 7-0.
Jesse, is yours because Trey Lance, once he comes in, he'll be the one running the ball.
Running the football.
He'll be running the ball.
You see how you know what? That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's why we are who we are.
Daniel Jones next week.
The Redskins. The Commanders. The Commanders. Excuse me, my bad.
Aisha, come back. He's been canceled.
The Washington Commanders, as Tom Landry would say. Washington Commanders. They can be run on. They can be run on, and I think Rico's going to run on them. It's about the carries. It's about the carries. You know, he needs more than 10 carries, but I'm going more.
Yeah, see, that is a man who has been around the NFL and knows what he's talking about. I don't know about these two in the middle. Clarence, that's a good football guy over there.
There you go.
Jaden Daniels fantasy points 20.5. Now you get 4 points for a passing touchdown, 6 for a running. So you got to do math here. I think it's 1 point every 25 passing yards, 1 point every 10 rushing yards. So if I say that Jaden Daniels is going to throw for like 215 yards, run for 40 to 50, that's 8, 12, 13. Will there be a rushing touchdown? More. We'll just say more. We'll just say more. It's Jaden Daniels going to tear this team up. He's going to get back on track. We're not very good. The Cowboys will play defense well on 4 drives, and after the game, Micah Parsons will say, we're a damn great football team because outside of 7 drives, we shut them down.
Listen, I went to UNC. The class is the math wasn't in it. More, I guess.
Yeah, just know, is he going to kick our ass or not?
More.
Okay, then more is good.
I messed up my own bit. I was going to do L's all the way down and be like, hey, 4 L's is not even as much as the I already messed it up.
You messed up a bit? You were doing a bit?
I was going to do a bit.
But you forgot your bit?
I forgot my
bit.
bit.
Forgot the bit that you were doing.
I forgot my own bit.
Out of the gate, too.
Yeah.
I was
the very first one.
First one.
I was chomping at the bit and champing, and now I missed it. More.
I would like to say just real quick to Joe, I know that champing at the bit is the one that's correct. But I don't like it.
It's chomping.
So go chomping. You're good with me.
It's champing at the bit.
It's champing, but we all pronounce it chomping.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't care. We're going chomping.
That's champion.
Because I like
the more you know.
Yeah.
Snapple fact. I know. Snapple facts.
Yeah.
Champing. Clarence.
Less.
Jaden Daniels with all
Less. I think the bloom is off the rose. Less.
The what?
The bloom is off the rose.
Does that mean
Rose?
For Jaden Daniels.
Rose.
Oh, okay.
I heard Rose.
The rose. The bloom is off the rose.
Roses.
You've sang a couple times today.
Oh, well.
We karaoke?
He happy. The sun is out.
The sun, God has blessed me
God has
today.
blessed you.
Hey, early
got
Sunday
kids,
game, we go karaoke.
Healthy
after.
children.
Healthy
What?
children.
Early
You
Sunday
got
game, we go
kids?
karaoke after.
You got kids?
No, I don't have any kids.
I'm just checking.
Just like Micah's media, a lot of it was talking about how blessed he is and he's alive and what a great day it is. And that's stuff that you start saying when you just know professionally, you're sunk.
We're out.
Like we are so dead.
out.
It's just like, Micah, tell us about the defense. Boy, I'm just here doing the thing I love. Who could be more blessed
God
than
is
me?
good all the time.
And all the time.
God is good.
There you go.
No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Not me. God got me, brother. And it's like, Micah, I asked, will you have a sack this week? And he's like, got to tell you.
For God who loved the world, he gave his only begotten son.
He sure did. And then Ja Rule sang about it.
Yeah.
The race is not to the swift.
Gamers, what?
Super chat. GM Ben says, can't spell all city without TC.
Welcome, TC.
Yay,
Welcome,
TC Fleming. He's helping run the show today. He's a new friend of ours and an old friend, and he's a badass. Hit the like button to make sure that you're subscribed. Game result, Cowboys 40, Washington 6.
No.
For real?
I think it'll be Washington 27, Cowboys 16.
What?
27-16?
Washington?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 27-16. 3 tutties, 2 field goals. Cowboys will go 1 tutty, 3 field goals. 27-16.
Yeah, I'm
21, 22 field
I'm
goals.
at 28-10. 28-10.
Who's winning? Which team? This could be
You
the
got to
big
say
game.
it. You got to say it. She's writing it down.
She already wrote it down. Yeah.
But we're getting a lot of players back. We're getting some guys back. Bland.
Good.
Good. Maybe Bland.
Maybe Bland.
Who's the other one? There's a good one.
Marshawn Cooks.
Nealon might be back.
Marshawn Nealon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks might be back. All the guys. We were really good when we had all them.
Sure.
Really?
Sure.
I'm going an L for the Cowboys, 28-9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I like 9. That's a good
3
number.
field goals.
I do want to say on your bit that you were trying to do.
He said all tutties versus all
the
field
4
goals.
L's you were trying to go down.
Yeah.
Well, they're in a 5-game losing streak.
That's what I'm saying. It would have been 1 less than the current.
Yeah, okay, it was 5.
4 L's is 1 less than the 5
I don't
L's.
appreciate the way everybody's just trying to tear each other down.
It's 5. 5-game losing streak.
This leadership is going to have to get
30-10, Washington over Dallas. Washington.
I'm going to have to step up my
As
leadership.
Tom Landry said, Washington.
Do you guys think that they should have kept? Because I do. I think they should have kept football team. I think
liked
football
it.
team
I
is
did.
cool.
I liked
it.
I like WFT because you could make,
The WFT is cool, but I also like the fact
WTF,
that, like,
all of that.
to the rest of the world, like you say, yeah, we're America's team and we have tons of fans all over the world, blah, 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 blah. But like, you kind of have a trump card if you are football team.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, they all got their stupid little mascots. We are the football team.
Yeah,
That's what we do. Well, but we're also a football team.
Commanders just not a great
Detroit's the new America's team.
Stop it.
That's true. I mean, how do you measure America's team? Because if it's TV ratings, I bet if we check in the last couple of weeks, I bet the Cowboys have fallen off. And yeah, it's absolutely Kansas City.
I saw a tweet that was like the top 5 rated game of all teams.
Well, Queen Tay in the building.
We got a super chat from Eric W. He didn't say anything. He just said from Eric W.
Yeah, that's the perfect super chat.
We appreciate you, brother.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We will see you for pre and post game on Sunday. Remember, you have no idea what anybody's going through. So be cool to everyone. We love you. Be easy.
Eliminate the contingencies.
Or else, not a threat.
We all silly like the mayor.